Hello, everybody. I'm Tom LeBlanc. I'm the Director of Industry Outreach for NSCA. Today, I'm really happy to be joined by Shadan Magzi. He's the newest face on the 2020-2021 NSCA board. Welcome, Shadan.
Hey, Tom, thank you, man, for this opportunity to communicate with the NSCA membership. I'm pretty excited about this opportunity.
Great. Well, I want that membership to get to know you a little bit more. And one of the things that I think is really interesting about you, and I've always thought this, is you have a really unique position at Avidex. You're the corporate strategic advisor. And in my view, what you do is it's your job to step away from sort of like the the mundane stuff when it comes to being an executive running an integration company and focus on strategy and getting things done. That must be awesome.
I'll tell you, man, I've been in this position for a couple years. Prior to that, over 20 years of, leadership and management positions, which that was, a great honor. And I loved, aspects of that. And the part I love the most is the, sort of planning and strategizing and working on building the best version of the company I was with, currently Avidex, possible, right? I mean, that's what's fun to me. So I get to develop and lead key initiatives. Our executive leadership team that at Avidex is led by Gary Colbeck and Jeff Davis, that they've identified as crucial to our success. So some of these are, external facing, customer facing, revenue or growth, focused. So for instance, we launched Easy Rooms product line. And, that's really an AV as a service. It's a subscription based AV system, right? And we're expanding that line from, spaces that might be a huddle space or a small conference room into, something that you might use in a home office because, we're all kind of stuck at home. Remote monitoring, management, and reporting, that's, the talk of the town at every conference you go to. We developed a service called 360 Service that's really, provides those features in partnership with, some, companies that do the software side. And, generally updating our marketing material to make it more relevant to our customers, because if you're not relevant, you're not getting much work. And then some of these initiatives are focused on, inward efficiency, right? Making us more streamlined, unifying processes and workflows, developing, model branch success type, criteria we can measure our business success against, and then researching ways we can be more effective, right? So complying with safety, labor requirements, this kind of stuff. Anyway, that's what I get to do all day long. It's a fantastic job. I'd say if you get an opportunity to do it, grab it at some point because you probably like it.
And now, joining the NSCA board, I think that's a great perspective to bring to the board, because the board is all about strategy and, figuring out how we can make an impact on the NSCA community. What are some things that you're excited about or what do you hope to accomplish, as an NSCA board member?
Well, the first thing that pops into mind is, I'm replacing Ann Sellers, and I know her as a great person. I respect her entrepreneurial, spirit, her financial acumen, and her just pure audaciousness to speak her mind, right? I think, the board is going to miss her, and that ability. I'm going to serve, like you mentioned, the remainder of her term, and if NSCA will have me, I'll serve a full 3-year term after that. I'm super excited about, being able to serve the NSCA board in support of our commercial integration industry. I think it's the greatest industry in the world. I've been doing this business since 1985, since I graduated from college. I was born in San Francisco. I used to stare at that thing, every night when I was, falling asleep. Lived in the Haight-Ashbury. I got the opportunity while working at San Francisco firms, consulting firms and integration firms, to be mentored by people that bothered to take the time to mentor a young guy, right? So Ron Wiggum, Jim Calhoun, Craig Park, Dennis Paoletti. I learned a whole lot about business, although they didn't live in the Bay Area, from Mike Richardson and Paul Peck. Those guys were great and answered all my questions, and and took the time to do the to do the mentorship, and really taught me what I know. They also taught me how to leverage the power of NSCA, right? So NSCA has given our industry so much over the years. They've been our voice, our advocate, providing us with relevant industry resources. Man, I mean, the list goes on, but electronic systems outlook report, so that's kind of a peek into the future. Compensation and benefit studies. I can't tell you how many times that's been helpful with our HR department. Benchmarking, financial analysis, just so you know kind of where you stand or how you can improve. Plus all the business-focused conferences they put on it, every year, Pivot to Profit, BLC, Marketing, Design Summit, it just goes on. It's really, fantastic, group of conferences and resources that NSCA puts out there, and I appreciate that, so much. The other thing, I really appreciate the NSCA community, its diverse knowledge and willingness to share, right? I can pick up the phone, talk to a principal, talk to a manager. Sorry, I got my phone ringing here. And maybe that's an NSCA member. And get, some insights. I can pressure test an idea. I can solve, we can work together to kind of solve a common challenge. We can bring it up to the board and say, hey, this might apply to the entire membership. I look forward to doing the same thing with the NSCA board. So, one of the challenges that we face as a community is good intention legislative activity. It's crazy how much stuff is going on. In California alone, we have 60 pending recently, instated or about to be, instated bills that are going to touch our business. And, some of which could have a big impact on our industry if not challenged, right? So I hope to be able to help NSCA and our industry keep an eye on these bills and act in the best interest of the NSCA organization and its members. So for right now, man, I plan on being an industry information sponge, prioritizing listening and learning how NSCA, board, the NSCA board functions, and how we can collectively help the industry be better. And but for now, man, I'm the new guy. I'm sure that when I do get to meet folks face to face, I'll be probably having to buy a drink, which I look forward to doing that, and getting to know the rest of the NSCA membership better over the years to come.
Well, the NSCA staff members will take you up on the drink as well.
Right on. Let's do it.